Hi everyone. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I've been sewing out of my dining room for the last few years. My husband graciously agreed to do a swap with me, so I have now got his office and he has to share the dining room and spare room. So I thought I'd give you a quick tour of my new sewing room, show you what I've got going on. It's not going to be the same as a lot of the other videos I've seen of sewing rooms because we're in England and space is limited because yeah, we don't seem to have like basements and things like that over here. I don't think I know anybody that has a basement. So we kind of just have to use what we've got, which means it's a little bit crammed, but I'm going to show you all the different storage ideas that my husband has put in place and yeah, and the layout of the room. So come and I'll show you around. Okay, so on this side of the room, I've just got a load of storage for zips because you might have noticed I started stocking like zips and zipper tape. So we got all of these, they're like custom fit for these Kallax units from IKEA. I think everybody in the sewing world uses Kallax from IKEA. It's just so good for storage. And then I've got the boxes for putting the zip tape in. And this is my little like work area for prepping packages. So I pack all my packages there when I'm sending stuff out to you guys. Okay, so something that one of my friends put me onto, she runs Salty22, which is she does really cool stuff for like Filofaxes and things like that. You can check her out. She put me on to this label printer, which is amazing and saves me so much time. So I just started using that for my packages. Such a time saver. And over here I've also got my to-do board, but the first thing on this list is find the whiteboard markers because I've lost them. So that's why my to-do list is empty. These little units are so handy. I think I got them from a place, I think it's called Lasersmith, but I'll link it in the video description. And they just send them to you. They fit perfectly in these Kallax units. So what I've been using these for is my zips. So, you know, I've been stocking zips for Valor Home Creations from the USA. So she does these really cool designs, the seahorse. I love those. So that's where I'm stocking all of my zips because I've got a huge order in with her. I've got loads of zips coming up in the next few months. So Adam's my husband by the way, decided to get me these and another one down here. And this is a little prototype bag that I made. I had this idea in my head of this bag that I loved. I made it and I hate it. So it's kind of got like a big middle section and this is kind of like a boxy feel bag. Don't ask me why, but I really don't like it. So yeah, I'm just setting that aside and moving on to the next one. Sometimes that just happens. Don't know why. Then I've got my sewing desk, which is massive compared to my old one. It's really nice space. So I've got my hand press and everything with all of my dies and everything. I've got my toolbox, which it's got loads of stuff in it, you know, rivet, hole puncher, different things, tools that you just need during sewing. And then I've got my cupboards, which have got like offcuts of foam and interfacing and fleece and everything like that. Scrap fabrics. So I keep my scraps in here and they build up over time till I need to decide what to do with them. And then I've got my sewing machine and my laptop, which share a space on the desk. So I have to kind of move them around when I'm working on different things, when I'm writing patterns. Another thing I really like that I've got room for on this new desk is this, it's a quilting ruler holder. So it's like wood with little slots cut out of it. And you can put all your quilting rulers in. And it's meant that I've been able to get some more quilting rulers, which is awesome. So another IKEA buy, which I got off Little Stitcher Sews, she put me onto these, is these peg boards from IKEA. I think they're called Skadis or something, but I'll put a link in the video description. And then you just buy all of the little bits to add onto it. So I've got my threads in here, I've got all my tools, my glues, my scissors. Really handy for keeping your tools around. So if you have watched my channel before, you'll know that I used to have a sewing desk that was like purpose built for my Bernina 930. It was made by Horn Cabinets and it was amazing, absolutely amazing. My grandmother gave it to me with the machine, but unfortunately it didn't fit in this space. And we couldn't find like another storage unit that would work next to it. So in the end, we decided that we needed to get a new desk just because we couldn't work with this. It's actually quite a small room and we couldn't make it work for what I needed. So we gave the desk to, well, we sold it to a lady locally who makes, now what are they called? They're like umbilical cord ties. I didn't even know that was a thing. And I'll link her in the video description because it's really interesting what she does. But she also does a lot of sewing as well. So that's like crocheting, I think she said. But she also does a lot of sewing. And so she had the desk because she sewed a lot for her kids. She's got a few kids and makes clothes for the whole family and that sort of thing. So it was really nice. It's gone to like a really nice home, which is what I wanted to make sure of. So that's why I've now got this desk, which is from IKEA. You'll also notice my chair. It's kind of hideous, it's kind of ugly, but it is the most comfortable chair in the world. I mean, it's amazing. You can sit in it all day. It's so comfortable. It's also extortionately expensive, but I got provided it for free in an old job that I had because I've got a bit of a back condition. So they provided me with this chair. There's this thing here in the UK where the government, like, they have a scheme and they pay for it basically to help you with your work, and then you get to keep it. So it's just followed me through all of my jobs, and now I have it here at home. And it is the most comfortable sewing chair ever. So in the centre of the room, I've got this cutting table that Adam made for me, and it's got these like boxes and things, like loads of storage on both sides and then on the end as well. And it's on wheels, which is handy because I can shove it under here and just like put it out the way when I need it out the way. So at the moment I'm working on this Luz Marina, which is a pattern by Oro Rosa. I've been working on it for a little while. I've been taking my time. I'm just going to show you what I've got so far. I think it's going to look pretty cool. So that's why that's on my cutting desk right now. And at the back you can see this is my wall of fabric. So this is all the fabric storage I've got. It's quite a lot, to be honest. But yeah, I've got an agreement with Adam. No more fabric until I make space. So I can never go over this shelf, basically. So that's my fabric shelf. I've got a few bags going on here. Again, more storage for zips and hardware and things like that. Got these again from IKEA. There's a lot of IKEA in this room, you know. And what else have I got? I've got a very cool leather board, which really it's Adam's, but I'm going to show you that. Okay, so this is Adam's leather board for all of his leatherworking tools and a few of mine as well. So Adam really loves leatherwork. He's actually the reason I got into bag making in the first place. But he is going to be doing more leatherwork in the next few months, hopefully, he's hoping. So he's put this board up here. I can use some of these, but most of them are for him. And hopefully he's going to be doing like some extra little leather bits for my bags, just little like leather handles and little accent pieces and things like that. Yeah, and he just made this out of scrap wood that he had in the shed and a little bit of the leftover from the IKEA desk for the sewing desk. So yeah, pretty cool what he's made with that. Okay, so that's my sewing room. It's not big, but it is brilliant and a massive improvement on using the dining room. So there's a couple of things happening in the future. I'm working on a couple of patterns right now, so that's exciting. You may have noticed I had like a very different style video on my YouTube recently, an Easy Watch video, which was it was this Tricoda. So it's just sort of like a 10-minute Easy Watch video, just piecing together parts of making the bag. And that's actually what we're doing for this Luz Marina as well, which is why it's taken me a little while to make it. There's that kind of thing that we're trying to do. We're not going to be replacing the tutorials. I'm still going to do my full tutorials on the YouTube channel, but I just wanted to throw in a bit of a mix and produce some different style videos. Things that like just kind of get you in the mood for sewing, because sometimes, you know, you lose your sojo and you just need like a little push, a little bit of enthusiasm to get going, and that's the kind of thing we're going for with these videos. So we're going to try and release a video like every couple of weeks, maybe even every week as we go forward. Yeah, I've got a couple of different patterns in the works, not that one that I showed you because that one's just on the back burner. But I've got a couple of others that I'm working on right now, so hopefully they will be making some progress soon. What else do I have? I've got loads and loads of zips coming in, zip pulls, some custom to me, some that are like the Valor ones, and some other designs. I've also got miles of zipper tape coming in, really cool rainbow zip tapes, loads of different colours, and I've also got a big hardware order coming, which is going to be entirely brushed brass. So you might have noticed, like on my website, I've got black hardware because I've been trying to sort of provide colours that I haven't seen elsewhere. So I haven't seen like a lot of black hardware around, so that's why I started stocking that. I'm going to start with the brushed brass. I'm hoping to do like a brushed antique copper as well in the future, but that's not quite materialised yet. But just keep an eye out on my website, or if you want to sign up to my mailing list, then you'll get notified every time I do like a new video or we have new products out. We're also doing like a weekly special offer thing where we do a percentage off a certain pattern or a percentage off zips or a special variety pack. So if you're subscribed to the mailing list, then you'll get that as well. Okay, so another video style that we wanted to do is like bag making tips. So I've done a few in the past. I've done like my double-sided no raw edges crossbody strap and how to add a zipper pocket to any bag. And I've got things like that on my channel already. But what we wanted to do was maybe one for how to sew bags on domestic machines, like top tips for sewing on a domestic machine. And just like a few other bag making tips really. So if you've got something specific you want covered, just let me know in the comments. Another one I've been asked to do is how to decrease and increase the size of a pattern. So I'll probably do one for that. What else have we got going on? We've got a sew along. Yeah, really have to get that organised. So I had said I was going to do a sew along for the Lawarn in like October time. I was going to tie it in with something else that I was doing with Valor Home Creations, but that's not worked out. So we're going to do that for a future pattern instead. So the Lawarn sew along, I really need to get organised, and that will be going on my to-do list just as soon as I find my whiteboard markers. And yeah, we'll try and do some more sew alongs after that. If you want to let me know like which bag you want to do a sew along for, just give me an idea of what people would like to do. That would be great. But I think for the Lawarn one, we're going to do without pockets because that makes it a lot more beginner and intermediate friendly. Whereas with the pockets, it's an advanced pattern, which I think could be stressful for a sew along, let's be honest. So yeah, so I think we're going to do it without pockets because it's a lot more fun, a lot less stressful to make. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look at my new sewing room. If you've got any questions, just drop them in the comments. And yeah, have a great week. Hope you get some sewing done.